Sport in a few minutes. Hannah McMahon will update the latest news headlines. Neil Green with you at BBC Tees 95 FM, 95.8 in the Whitby and Esk Valley area. Now, a team of engineers from Darlington taking to the water this weekend as they prepare to row across the Channel. The group are just a few months away from the challenge, which is being done to raise money for research into Parkinson's disease. Let's find out a bit more about it. Let's take you live, actually, to the River Tees and the Tees Barrage, and we can speak to our reporter, Katie Cole, who's there. Hi, Katie.
Good afternoon, Neil. Well, I'm just upstream from the barrage outside the Water Sports Centre on the bank of the River Tees. The sun's shining, the water's calm, so hopefully it will stay like this weekend as the team of engineers get in the boats and start training for the challenge, which will take place at the end of June. They'll be rowing across the Channel, and we're joined by a few of them. They've actually come from work this afternoon straight to get ready to chat to us and to get into training. Now, this has all been set up by Simon Laverick from Darlington, who founded the Fix Parkinson's charity, and that's what the engineers, are going to be raising money for. Simon was diagnosed with the condition in 2010 at the age of 41. Simon joins me this afternoon. Good afternoon, Simon.
Good afternoon.
Well, they're all smiling, so how did you manage to convince them that this was going to be a good idea?
Well, the majority of these people, I'm their boss, so it's relatively straightforward. But no, I've got a tremendous team that support me, and it's a good cause, and these guys want to do it as well. It's a massive adventure, and what an achievement if we can row the Channel.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about the challenge. What's actually going to be happening?
It's on the 22nd, 23rd of June. We've got 2 boats. We've got 16 people at the moment. We're just going to go for it. It's around about 5 to 6 hours. There's a guy, Mr. Phillips, who's the instigator of this. He wants to break the world record.
Wow.
So he wants to go less than 5 hours, 15 minutes. So we'll see how that goes.
And how much money are you hoping that this will raise?
We're aiming for about £10,000, but anything would be fantastic.
And what difference do you think that can make for Parkinson's? What is it like for you on a day-to-day basis?
Well, fortunately, I'm sort of new to the condition, so I've got a bit of a tremor and a bit of movement issues, but it's not a great deal for me. But, you know, £10,000, it's a drop in the ocean, but it's heading in the right direction, and every penny counts, and it will make a difference.
Well, so far you've got a fair few that have turned up for training tonight. Timekeeping's all right?
Yes.
You're smiling. Well, let's go and speak to a couple of them, Stuart and Stuart. Stuart, first of all, tell us a little bit about why you got involved. How did he convince you?
Well, I work for Simon, so it might be a promotion in this for me if I can raise enough money. Seeing Simon sort of get this condition quite early on, it kind of makes you think, so I think anything we can do to help is got to be worthwhile.
So it's going to be at the end of June. Have you had any training so far? Have you ever been in a rowing boat?
We've had one session in the boat so far, about a month ago, and this weekend's our second go, so it's all kind of new to everybody. We're all just trying to get used to it, and trying to get fit outside of the boat really as well. So
it must be hard work though. I mean, I had to go in a canoe on holiday recently, and that hurt.
Yeah, I was surprised at quite how hard it is. Just on your back and your arms, it's painful. It's going to be 5 or 6 hours of agony, I think.
Brilliant. And Stuart, you actually are a rower professionally, so what advice have you been giving your colleagues to take part in this?
Just make sure you're getting the training in, and so when you get to doing the actual event, you've kind of done it 20 times already in the gym, so it's just a little bit easier.
And you're going from Dover to Calais. Any idea what sort of time are you going to set the teams? I must point out, Neil, that there's going to be 2 boats, and they are actually going to be racing each other.
Oh,
so
wow.
obviously Stuart and Stuart are actually on the same team, and you say that you are going to win. What sort of time are you hoping for?
Well, I guess maybe 5 hours, 14 minutes should do the trick. Just a little bit quicker than the other boat.
Brilliant. Well, I know the boat will be arriving soon, and they'll be taking it down onto the River Tees, so we wish you all luck and bring back the gold medal.
That's pretty good, that, Katie. I've been on ferries which take longer than that, so that's not bad at all, really, is it?
Well, yeah, our presenter's saying that he's been on ferries that take longer, so... Thank you very much.
Might get a free ticket along there. Thanks a lot, Katie. Katie Cole live down at Tees Barrage for us this afternoon. It's BBC Tees 95 FM, digital radio and online. If you want to get in touch, have your say about anything we're chatting about, we'll get to Pete in Wolverston, to Evan in Norton.